everyone, my name's Abby and welcome back to Approved Detailing. Today we're going to speak about this Porsche Cayenne and we're going to do a few things on it which we're going to take you through throughout this video. So this Cayenne, it belongs to a friend of a long-time customer of ours. So the lady's name is Madeline and we're going to do a transformation for her. We worked on her friend's cars before. The last thing we did for the friend was a Pura Sangue, and then also we did satin PPF on that, and then we did a coloured PPF on the friend's Cayenne. So yeah, it's nice. We don't know Madeline yet, but hopefully we're going to do a good job on her car. And I don't know why I said hopefully, because of course we're going to do a good job on the car. But why is it here in the entrance? Well, before we do our job, we're going to do paint protection film on it in stealth later on. But actually, first of all, if I bring you down here, we're going to be painting the plastics of the car. So she would like the plastics of the car painted in the body color, which is black. And then if I quickly invite you here, we're going to talk about this more later, but you will see the paint needs a lot of loving too. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Let's see. You hear the roughness of the paint? It needs a good polish. You see the swirl marks on the paint? It needs a good polish. But trust us, when this is finished, this car is going to be completely transformed and hopefully Madeline will be very happy. Let's go. Guys, the Cayenne is back now. It has had its paint and it's about to have its paint correction ahead of the paint protection film. So if you guys squeeze down here, because we're pretty busy at the moment, so lots of cars around. So we've painted all along the bottoms here. So as I say, now the car's going to go through its paint correction. So we're going to remove all of these scratches and swirl marks, so the surface of this paint is going to be very shiny, very nice by the time we finish with it. Then we're going to move it into our PPF, so catch up with us soon. So why have we put a piece of masking tape down the middle of the bonnet? Well, if you come a little bit closer, you're going to see, as we just mentioned, there's lots of scratches and swirl marks on this paint, and obviously black is the darkest colour you can have just about, so it's showing up absolutely everything, especially under our bright lights here in the detailing facility. So what we're going to do is we're going to put method into our madness and show you the paint correction itself so you can see the difference before and after. You ready to go, guys? Let's do it. So now whilst Mel and Mark are starting to do the paint correction, I also want to talk about another thing that you might be wondering, which is why is all of this masking tape all over the car? So what we do is we basically point out any imperfections that we think won't polish, because no car is perfect, even brand new from the factory. That's a fact. And once we polish everything, make the surface as good as possible, we're going to see how these look, discuss it with the client, and maybe do a few touch-ins, or maybe even some further paint if necessary as well. So to put things into perspective, that was over half an hour of time lapse, those shots you just saw there. And Miel has only just done one step of paint correction. So now's for the moment of truth. You want to see? In fact, before we reveal all, you see before and you see after. You can see the difference? Okay, let me blow your mind a little bit more. Now, I'm a bit short to remove this properly, so let me try and do something not so elegantly. Okay, Miel, could you try and just wipe this down, please? I'm going to give you the masking tape there. But in all seriousness, if you come over, just wow at the difference. Miel, do you have a light? Just so we can show it on camera. Or Mark, you have a light? Yeah? By the way, these two guys are twins. They're not really twins, but I always question the difference between their names. So you have Mark and you have Miel. But who's who? I don't know sometimes. So if you come over here, come a little bit closer. Can we come this way and show the light from behind the camera? Just shine it right about here. Can you guys see that? Wow, look at the difference. We have brought this paint back to life. Now, it's not easy. This is only one stage. So actually, it's not even finished. But the first stage is what takes away the majority of the scratches and swirl marks. So see when you kind of have never seen swirl marks and scratches before?
it's kind of one of those things that once it's pointed out to you, you're not going to be able to unsee it now. So I always have a problem with this because the environment I work in, you can't unsee this, but it also shows the value of the level of work that goes into our paint correction here at Approved Automotive.
Welcome back. So now we're at a stage with the Cayenne. We will start to put paint protection film on. The guys here are just removing the backing from the front bumper pre-cut PPFs. As you guys can see, if you come a little bit closer, in fact, it's good to look at it with the backing on because you can start to see the shape there. But if you come around to this side, you're going to see against the glass the full pieces there. So they're getting it nice and flat. They're checking that everything is perfect and how it should be. And then they're going to bring it round and we're going to put it on the front bumper in just a few moments. Also regarding the masking tape on the lights, if you're wondering about it, this is because we're protecting the rubbers on there so we don't do any damage whilst applying the PPF. The day is here, the Cayenne is finally finished, and what do you think? I think it's a world apart from where we started just a few days ago. Even down to the paint from before, you can see how it's absolutely gleaming now. Further protected by the full XPEL Ultimate Plus paint protection film, which is also self-healing. So with the correct washing, which actually is pretty easy when you get down to it. This car's going to stay exactly like this. You're going to see the metallic in the paint, not like before where there was the large scratches and swirl marks. And then also don't forget that the client asked us to paint the plastics of the car as well. So all the bottom of the car was originally plastic and now it's painted and matching in body color. So guys, what do you think? Please let us know in the comments. Please let us know about any questions you have. And please remember to like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.